Well, there you go. The game against Southampton is now officially postponed, and probably it does us a big favour, to be honest, with the transfer window around the corner. But prepare for a backlash, because we probably will get it from all the other supporters saying, oh, they're only doing it so they can bring the new players in and they don't have to suffer relegation, all of this garbage. But to be honest, it's laughable, because we just haven't got a squad at all available to play Southampton. This is the Toon Review. Hi everybody, I'm Paul back again, and as I said in the intro there, the game at Southampton is now officially off, which does us a massive favour, to be honest. I know a lot of teams will be coming at us saying, after the Everton game and now this one, you're only calling the games off because you're going to get into the transfer window, you're going to bring all these signings in. Big deal. Other teams are in the same situation as us that called games off in December. They're going to be able to play their new signings come January or February, whenever they're replayed. So it doesn't really matter. It's a big farce, to be honest. But you know what? It gives us an opportunity now to get some new players in. Now, whether or not Eddie Howe wants to bed them in, maybe against Cambridge, a couple of new signings, maybe starting against Cambridge or coming on as substitutes against Cambridge, because that will give them the opportunity to have maybe half or 60 minutes in front of the St James's Park crowd, get them bedded in, or he might wait till the next Premier League game, just have some very, very good training sessions with them and then bring them in for the Premier League. But from our point of view, there's no way we could have played that game at Southampton. Many teams have called games off in December due to COVID and injuries, and unfortunately that's happened to us now. But it's because of who we are, the money we've got to spend, that people aren't happy with the situation and with the game being called off. But that is football, I'm afraid, and these fans are just going to have to soak it up and put up with it, because that is the way it's worked out. And quite honestly, yes, we'll be able to play our new signings and we are in a better situation, but you know what? I don't care. I really don't care what other fans have to say. That's the rules, that's what's happened, and for once the Premier League have been on our side and understood that we can't fulfil the fixtures, which is just what other teams have been doing throughout December. So it's not going to bug me, other fans having to go at us or anything, because when we do replay these games, we are going to be able to play our new signings, and we are going to put up a much better fight than what we would have, certainly with the team we've got able to put out lately. But when you look forward now, the transfer window around the corner, very, very excited about who we might be able to bring in. Certainly Kieran Trippier is one who is knocking on the doorstep, I think, to being completed very quickly. Now, what Amanda did say this morning, they came out with a statement and said, wishing all the fans a happy new year, which we never got from Mike Ashley. But also in that statement saying that we've been working very hard behind the scenes preparing for this transfer window. Now, that was a big statement for me, that obviously they are doing stuff behind the scenes, ready to go in the transfer window, ready to bring in some new players, and the fact that they've been preparing for it, and that's the big thing. We as Newcastle United fans have had no transfer windows to look forward to for 14 or 15 years, but now we get the opportunity. Now we get to see who we're going to bring in. Now the rebuild starts. Many memes and GIFs on Twitter this morning about, Newcastle United waking up, rising from the flames like a phoenix, or the Undertaker coming out his coffin and waking up. It's all that kind of thing, because it literally is that type of thing now for Newcastle United, where we are going to rise, we are going to become that big team. Yes, a very slow build obviously to start with, but it's all about avoiding relegation this season and then building up from then onwards. That's what we have to do. And I think that's what obviously other teams are very worried about when they talk about, not being allowed to play our new signings in the rearranged fixtures or whatever. That's a load of tosh. That's what they're really worried about. They're worried about Newcastle United rising up again and becoming a force in the Premier League. But our main goal this season is obviously nothing to do with that. It is staying up. And these players that we bring in, they have to be ready for a battle. They have to be ready to sweat blood and tears for that badge, for the fans, for the club. They have to be ready. And, the players that have been linked so far will almost certainly improve the team. Almost certainly. You've got Kieran Trippier, who is very, very close to signing, I do believe. You've got Aaron Ramsey, who's been offered 150 grand a week to come and play for Newcastle United. Dembele in Barcelona, he's heavily linked as well. And also Botman, the defender from Lille. So those 4 players would straight away improve our squad. But we know we need more than that. We know we need at least 6 or 7. Now, don't kid yourselves. Eddie Howe and the owners will know that. They're not stupid people. They will know exactly where we need to rebuild. And it's all about that for me. It's all about rebuilding and getting the players in who we believe will transform this side for the second part of the season. Will transform our side into a footballing side who will win games and pull us away from the bottom 3. And it will really stick it up to all these pundits who've already written us off, who've already put us down. It's nice to see some ex-footballers like Jonathan Walters, for instance, coming out on Twitter saying he hopes we don't go down because we're a fantastic football club, fantastic fans, really nice. So there is some pundits out there who really don't want us to go down. But there is people out there who would love to see us go down simply because of the celebrations over the takeover, who owns the club, etc. And the fact that they'd love to see us not in the Premier League. So this is a massive window for us. An absolutely massive window. And me, for one, I cannot wait to get started. We've got a very special show tomorrow night. New Year's Day night, 7 p.m. It's a special Rumour Mill show. So me and the guys will be getting together on this channel and we'll be talking about any incomings, outgoings, and hopefully maybe a couple of signings if they've already got a couple through the door who they've been negotiating with up until the window opens. You just never know with Newcastle United. So that is going to be a cracking show tomorrow night. Really looking forward to doing that one and seeing... because all the rumour mills are going to kick off again, aren't they, tomorrow? You know, we're going to be linked with every single player in the world. But that's what it's all about. When you're the richest club in the world, you are going to be linked to massive names. But we have to be sensible about this and realise where we are in the league. And then we will, hopefully from the summer onwards, once we've got our survival in the Premier League sorted, that's when it really, really kicks in. But this window is all about getting players in who are going to pull us away from the relegation zone, save us from going down, and Newcastle really rising from the flames and rising from the ashes after what Ashley's done to us. But there you go. No Southampton at the weekend. So the next Newcastle United game is going to be the FA Cup game against Cambridge. So there'll be build up to that on this channel. Lots more coming up. There will be a quiz. Hopefully, maybe Sunday night when the game was supposed to be. Sunday night, there may be a quiz on here. So keep your notifications on, keep checking Twitter, keep checking the channel, because that will be a good laugh on there as well. But thank you very much for watching the video, guys. As usual, if you have enjoyed it, do smash the like button for me. If you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please do consider subscribing, and make sure you have an absolutely fantastic New Year's Eve. Really enjoy yourself. Happy New Year to everybody, and I hope 2022 brings you everything you want in life. But until the next time, take care, guys.